So this is episode 5 of the Metal Trap Rock and Metal podcast, and we're joined with the members from PRYMA.
Hello.
Hello. Hey. Hello, Bambinos.
And fellow host Gary.
Evening. So we might as well pass straight over to you guys to introduce yourselves and let us know what you do within the band.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Gabby. I'm the lead vocalist of PRYMA.
I'm Max. I'm the lead guitarist in PRYMA.
I'm Ann. I'm the bass player in PRYMA.
Hi, I'm Dom, and I play the drums in PRYMA.
Awesome.
Gosh, that's a lot of us.
So, how long have you guys been together?
Oh Christ! This is coming on to a couple of years now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 2 years, I think.
I'd say about 2 years, yeah. Round about there.
But yeah, the band's been going on longer, but it's been about a year and a half since I joined. It's been about just over a year and a half, and I was the newest member. So we've kind of been maybe just over a year and a half as a proper band together.
All right.
But before this was Renegade, so obviously that went back years, but just with different members, but with Gabby. So yeah.
So, right then, Cameron, I'll let you start off with some questions.
Smashing. So, first question I'll kick off with is, how would you describe the music that you typically create?
Oh Christ! I'll take that one then. It's kind of an amalgamation of lots of different things. I think our latest release is a perfect example of that. We take influences from there's classical elements in there. There's definitely metal influences in there. I think out of all of us, I think I'm the biggest metalhead of the band.
Yeah, I'd say so.
There's sort of upbeat, almost kind of poppy stuff in there. We're working on tracks that sound kind of funky. So we try and incorporate a little bit of everything into it and try and keep it nice and balanced and varied, just to keep it a little bit more interesting, because we don't really like any two songs to sound too similar.
Yeah.
We like to give a little bit of variation in the tracks.
We like to experiment.
Yeah, we're not really a genre. We're just kind of a bit weird.
We just write what we feel. Like, we have an idea. We kind of write a riff, and then it turns into a massive amalgamation of random, crap that we all put together and make into a song. So,
I listened to your new single that you released. Listened to that earlier on, and I got a strong vibe vocally of it was a raspy version of Debbie Harris.
Oh, I'll take that.
I was stood in my kitchen cooking, and I was stood there and I thought, I've got an idea of what it is, but I couldn't put a name to it. And then I put Call Me On by Blondie, and it was straight away. It's just like a gritty version of her voice.
Oh, wow. I'll take that as a compliment. I like that.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
It's pretty good. It's not bad, is it?
See, I was listening.
Oh, sorry. Carry on.
Cam?
I thought it was you, Gary.
We'll just go back to Gabby then. Carry on.
Yep.
Okay. No, I was just saying, usually when we do gigs and stuff, I get a lot of, oh, you sound like you're wailing, like Amy Lee from Evanescence is very waily. So yeah, no, I'll take that compliment as Debbie Harry.
I think from the songs that I've listened to as well, I don't know if it's true or not, but I get quite a strong punk feeling from you guys as well.
Yeah, there is a little bit of an element of that, because we're very much, we don't really like to sort of mess about. We just like to...
Straight to the point, we don't muck about.
Yeah, we just like to, because all of us love... I love punk. I know Gab loves punk, don't you?
Yeah.
I think Ant's a big punk fan, aren't you, Ant?
yeah.
Yeah, we're all...
Love it.
We just... sort of riffs that are very sort of simplicity, I think, is the crux of it. Simplicity. And I found that also helps people remember your songs more as well if they're simple.
Yeah. It's like, to be fair, as I say, I think punk's one of them genres that everybody, even if they don't admit it, does secretly love. So to put that in with your music, it does come through quite well.
Everyone's got a bit of punk in them. Do you know what I mean? Bit of
everyone, yeah, you've got to love a bit of punk.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it's because punk's just primarily just anti-establishment, isn't it? And I think that's why people like it.
Yeah. That's exactly it. You've in a band as well with rock and metal, you've got to have that little bit of rebellion in you.
Absolutely. I mean, I think the core of most music is rebellious. It's rebelling against something.
So a rebellious art, I would say. A rebellious form of art.
So when it comes to gigs, if you could open for one band, who would you choose as, like, individually choosing, and then as a band, who would you choose together?
Oh, well, I mean, if Freddie was still alive, it would be Queen. They're like, yeah. Obviously, we'd have to give him something to follow, you know what I'm saying? But no, I mean, yeah, it would probably be Queen. That would be the dream.
I think mine's probably, at the minute, mine can be anyone from Iron Maiden to, well, at the minute, I'd say Megadeth, because I'm really into Megadeth at the minute.
Or Sabbath.
Or Sabbath would be great.
Brilliant.
Sabbath
That'd be crazy. Yeah.
I guess for Dom, would it be Foo Fighters?
It would be Foo Fighters, yeah.
I'm going to go with the Maidens, the Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden, yeah.
Yeah.
But as a band, I reckon Sabbath.
Yeah, I think we're all pretty universally agreed.
Aim high, shoot for the stars. I think we've still got time.
Well, yeah. If I'm not going anymore, are they? But I don't know. Ozzy Osbourne's still going. There's still time for that.
Still, yeah. Thank God for that.
Well, you say he's still going. I've had tickets to his gig since 2017, and I still haven't gone.
Yeah, no, that's true. I'm waiting for the one. What is it, next year?
If it happens next year, yeah, that's the one I'm waiting for.
Yeah,
yeah, we can all go together.
So, what first got you into music?
Oh, let's go around the table. Gab?
Around the table. I don't really know, to be honest with me. My dad was massively into Queen when I was younger. Again, Queen's brought up. But I watched the Live Aid concert with him when I was very, very, very young. And I was like, oh my God, that man is glorious. I want to be him. So, yeah, I mainly got inspiration from Queen. And then I went through that sort of path and found everything else. And then I started learning the piano. And then I started singing and stuff. And I was like, I want to form a band. Now, that's mainly me. It's just sort of my dad's inspirations.
Well, for me, it would be, the story is always the same. I'm pretty sure everyone's heard this story now, haven't they? I was I was only a young kid. I was I must have been, 8 or 9, I think. I don't know why I'm asking you. You weren't there, were you?
No.
I must have been about 8 or 9, and I heard Hell's Bells by AC/DC play on. My dad put the CD in the car, and I heard Angus Young's guitar solo and that, and I was like, well, what's that? And he said, oh, that's Angus Young. So from that point, I was like, okay, I'm going to listen to this guy. Then after AC/DC, it was Sabbath. So they were the two main ones. It was AC/DC and Sabbath.
Two cracking bands.
It's quite there's already a seesaw motion going here with the different ends of the scale here.
Yeah.
What about Dom?
Oh, me. It probably started just like, I can remember doing like trips to like Canterbury with my dad. We'd have like different CDs, and because dad's always listened to like loads of different music, and just kind of listening to like Foo Fighters, like The Who, loads of different bands that he's into, and just kind of gaining like appreciation through that. I could always remember like my dad had a Keith Moon book from The Who, and there was just a picture of this monster drum kit in one, like took up a whole page. I was like, that is beautiful. I want to do something like that. So ever since,
That is.
through. What was
So
that?
what about Ant?
Yeah.
What about me?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say really sort of had a calling in music till I was about 14. I sort of wanted to find out, what I wanted to do as a kid. I grew up listening to sort of everything from like funk to pop to punk, and then sort of picked up a bass when I was 14 at a social club. Started learning some Red Hot Chili Peppers, to the Clash, to the Police, anything really. And then it's after that I kind of went, yeah, this is what I want to do. And then my music taste sort of changed into sort of rock, metal, and other genres. Really, I sort of discovered other genres after that, and I sort of put it into my style of playing. So,
just going to put this out there: you didn't choose the easiest band to listen to when you picked up the bass, the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
The first song I actually learned by them was Californication. So, but it was good. It was a good little challenge.
Christ,
That's what I love, though.
I've been
When I
playing.
picked bass up and I looked at Chili Peppers, I looked at tabs and I thought, nah, fuck that. Put bass back down and walked in Ridge. Like, nah.
I suspect the Police is probably even more difficult, especially if you're going to play something like Message in a Bottle.
We should cover the Police. I love Stuart Copeland. We should definitely do something.
Oh yeah.
Stuart Copeland's a monster drummer.
He's ridiculous. He's a wizard. Absolutely crazy. I follow the guy on Instagram, and
He's funny as well.
He composes scores for films and stuff now. Crazy.
I saw that. Yeah. I mean, okay. Well, if we're going to cover a song by the Police, what should it be? It's got to be either Roxanne or.
Yeah. I already know how to play Roxanne on drums, so I'm ready for that.
All right, Roxanne it is then.
Yeah, sorted.
Thing is, with Roxanne, you can do a drinking game at the same time as well.
Yeah.
Just get absolutely wankered on stage.
It's like before we start the songs, like everyone go to the bar, get your drinks in, we're playing a game.
That's a good idea.
Okay. They go down well, I think.
And it's one of them, if you think, right, the crowd's a bit dull tonight, let's get them pissed. It's a song you can go to straight on.
Get it going.
Right at the start of the night.
So you need liven up, guys. We're going to play a game.
So, what message would you like to actually send out to your fans from your music?
Cool, blimey. We've never been asked to do this before.
That's a new one, actually. Gabby,
Yeah.
you can answer that one.
We love you.
I guess rely on it. I think our music is where it's so all four of us are so different, and when we've come together and made a band, we want to sort of produce music where people can, it's open to interpretation, so you can just kind of take it and use it how you want. Each song, obviously, for example, means different to all of us. However, our fan base, the supporters or whatever, the people who are really supporting us currently, they can take it how they wish to. I guess that's what music is in general anyway. There's not some massive message behind us, I guess. I think we're just giving out a message of, right, do something unique. Don't be afraid to sort of go outside the box, because I feel like that's what we do.
I would sort of say our music is sort of comes across the lines of anything is possible. Do with it what you will, and that's it. I'd say.
Don't be afraid to experiment with stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
Bottom line, like Gab said, we're all four quite different people.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that encourages people who also think they're different to enjoy the music that we put out. So, and also, of course, is thank you for supporting us.
Yeah, no, of course. We appreciate all the support, and everyone's been so amazing with buying our songs and listening and giving us a watch and stuff and following us just in general. So we do appreciate all the support.
Yeah. So if we didn't have fans, we wouldn't bother making music, would we?
Oh yeah, well, this is it.
And I think that's the key. It doesn't matter whether you've got one fan or a million fans. It's down to appreciating just the fans being there in general.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, we do it for us anyway, don't we? Do you know what I mean? We make the songs because we like the songs that we write in. Like, this is what you hear is what you get. Like, So it's good to kind of put that out, and I think people are appreciating it. Like,
and it's always nice from a fan standpoint. It's always nice to be able to tell when the band themselves are enjoying it.
yeah, and just have fun with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's the key.
It's all about having a good time.
See, I think that's what's most important is if you guys enjoy it, you know, then everybody else will. And if you don't enjoy what you're putting out, that you know, there wouldn't really be any point in doing it, you know. But that's it's a different answer from what we've had.
Oh, good. Well, that supports what we said. Excellent.
Yeah, those are good answers. Yeah.
What is your creative process like?
There you go. Anne can answer that one, I think.
All right. So our creative process really is just a riff that either me or Max would just come up with, and then we'll sort of send it in the group chat. Like, hey, check this out. And then it'd be like we take it to the practice room, and then Don will put his drum fill to it, and then we'll start sort of adding little bits. And then once we feel like it's comfortable, we'll then go, Gabby, can you put lyrics to it? And then it'd be lyrics, and then we sort of edit more shit. And then I would say, you know, we have a song probably written after we've sort of done it from our bedrooms in about an hour. I'd say round about there. We're pretty good at sort of writing songs, I'd say. But that's sort of our songwriting process in a nutshell.
The main thing is the riff to begin with, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny really, because I know of I suspect that with a lot of bands, it's the lyrics that come first, but with us, it's flipped. It's the other way around. It's always the music and the rhythm element that comes first.
Yeah, I work well with that. I think once there's a structure, I have something to follow, and it also gives me a vibe of like, right, okay, this song sounds like Megadeth. I'm going to make sure I am singing.
Sound like that.
Yeah. I'm going to make sure I'm singing about such and such. You know, I have set lyrics for set songs. So I think it works well for us. I do.
And it's also very quick.
Yeah,
it?
yeah, 100%.
A lot of our songs are written very quickly within the space of sometimes. I mean, a couple of them we've done in the span of one practice session.
Yeah, and then others like
4 hours, 3-4
others
hours.
like. Oh, sorry, Don, go.
No. I was just saying that's like pretty much like the quickest that we've done one is probably in like a practice, which has probably been about 3 or 4 hours. Like we got like a solid basis. I mean, we might come back and change it after once we've had time to listen to it, but to get a proper good solid foundation probably takes us a few hours.
That's what I love though, like, because we'll write a song quickly, but when it actually comes to it, it's all the unique parts is like individual. So for example, like Max would be like, I hate this part, I'm going to change this whole chorus.
Yeah, I do. I do do quite a lot of rewrites, and especially at the minute, I've been writing a lot of songs with breakdowns in them. You never know. The next few songs might have like
Yeah.
a tasty little Gojira style breakdown in the middle of it.
This is it.
Oh, I'm ready for it. I'm with me China. it's going to kick off, mate.
See, you're talking to my heart there, saying breakdowns in China.
We haven't been able to meet since for ages now, and I've bought a new cymbal which is like a China. So obviously, if you're into breakdowns and stuff, every drummer knows you want to smash out on the China. So Max has been writing these kind of dirty riffs. And I'm like, I've got all these ideas, but we can't actually put them together yet. So
Yeah.
we just waited.
Oh, mate, wait for the one that I've written earlier.
Oh, mate, honestly.
I'll be posting that on the group chat in a little bit later.
Please, yeah. As I say, it comes to us quick. Like, we were on a group chat call, just chatting about band stuff a couple of weeks ago. And Max was like, oh, hang on, do you want to hear something quickly? Plugged in his guitar, started doing this riff because I kind of gave him an idea for what I would like to do as a song. And he started doing this new bit. And I was like, yep, I've got something straight away. You know, crack on.
It was She-Wolf by Megadeth.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
it was just the kind of chugging of the guitar. It's just like I started listening to more metal kind of music like recently, getting a bit more heavier with it. So I was just like, yeah, no, we should do something like this. So that was where like a new idea is coming from.
Well, you asked, I delivered.
You do. You always deliver. We're good like that. We always deliver.
Like I say, from an outsider's point of view as well, I always second a breakdown.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I just realised, Dom, that could be our slogan. We always deliver.
We always deliver.
There you go.
As long as you don't deliver like Hermes, then we're all fucking good.
Boom for your fence. Yeah. Smash your windows through. That's PRYMA.
I have no comment on the Hermes thing. I'll work in partnership with Hermes.
Oh, no, FedEx, whoever.
No, it's just my work delivered to the distribution centres. So
whatever one, random.
Order to Leeds ends up in London.
That's pretty true, to be fair.
So, how did you come up with the band name, and does it have any meaning?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Have a story.
We've got a story. All right.
Go on, Dom.
I think
Enlighten
Dom's
us. PRYMA just means being a fucking badass. Do you know what I mean? Just being an absolute legend.
That's not the story.
I think it was the story. Just being the best band that you can possibly be. I think that's the meaning, isn't it?
Cool bullshit.
Yeah, no. Well, like that.
PRYMA, it's like it's an ancient dragon or some cool shit.
That's not what happened.
What
Is this
happened,
linked
mate?
into like pain by any chance? Because PRYMA and pain?
Nah, surely not.
No?
No, definitely not. No. Go on, Max. What does it mean?
It's only related to paint in the way that I couldn't think of the undercoat. And so we figured that out. Then I went, let's not relate it back to paint. Let's think of it as bullets and stuff. Bullets have problems, don't they?
And cool stuff, yeah.
Let's just so we just decided let's not relate it back to paint, but
to cool stuff, yeah.
Just associate it with the cool stuff.
Just how cool we are, basically.
Coming soon to B&Q near you, PRYMA the paint.
Oh yeah, bloody bargain.
Buy a campaign, get a free CD.
Yeah. Do it as you want.
That's our new promo offer, by the way. Head to your nearest B&Q.
So yeah, swiftly moving on.
Well, that were nice and short and sweet.
Yeah. That's it.
So, what would you be doing right now if it wasn't for your music career?
Go around the room, shall we?
Oh, probably be in heaven. No. No. Right. Okay. I guess I'd be at work
doing your job.
Yeah, I'd be doing my job. No, I don't, yeah, probably. I guess like we put a lot of time into the band outside of all of our jobs and stuff. So I guess I'd be exactly the same as I am now, but with even less
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah, it's 3 less friends.
Yeah, you know.
Well, what would I be doing? Well, to be fair, if it wasn't for the pandemic and all that, I'd be a police officer at the minute. You know, I'm still waiting for them. They're taking their time. They're saying March now.
We wouldn't be called PRYMA, we'd be called Pork.
Excellent. Yeah. Ant, what would you be doing right now?
I'd probably finish off my mechanics qualification, to be fair. Become a level 3 and start working as a mechanic again. Or learn another trade, maybe. But I would like to get back into that again. I think that's what I'd do.
Yeah. I mean, I'm already a plumber, so I would just be doing bathrooms and
It's a shit job.
like that. Yeah, just bathrooms, radiators, all that good stuff.
Rescuing Princess Peach.
Yeah.
I see what you done there, Gary.
Hey, I didn't even mean it's a shit job as a pun, to be fair.
No,
well, sometimes it is. Sometimes.
That's just experience talking.
Yeah,
I
was fitting a new toilet today, so it is a bit shit sometimes.
There's a fair bit of diversity in there with the jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just going back to a previous point that was made. You know, anti-establishment. I'm very surprised to have a police officer.
Yeah, that's funny.
And
So
here,
I'm quite ironic.
No, I'm all for the irony. Just don't come after me, please. I'll buy any album you want. Just don't come after me.
That could be how I sell it. Like, buy my album or I'll arrest you.
I don't think that had swing max. Don't know if you get away with that.
Also, just don't look through my folders on my phone because you'll have a fucking rate job if you're in here.
Yeah.
Gary, we're supposed to be helping the podcast, not shut it down.
so
PRYMA behind bars.
So I think if we ask a couple more questions each, and then we'll get on to more of your new single and go down that route for a bit.
Cool.
So I asked this one to Tommy the other week. If you had to sell one of your members on the black market, who would it be and how much would you get for them?
Oh, Max.
Dom.
Oh, God, yeah, no, we've got a little money for Dom.
Dom?
Yeah, Dom, because like people are probably always looking for sex slaves and stuff like that, and he's better, and he's the best looking out of all of us.
Yeah,
so.
he is the most bastard. Yeah, we'd sell him off. Do it.
Sell him off.
Or Ant, because he's the one that's the more easily replaced.
That bloody hell.
I literally have nothing for that. Fair play.
Yeah.
Gonna kick off in a minute.
Oh, you get a lot for Dom, actually. You get a lot for Ant because he's a twin.
Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't expect my sister to be talented. She's just as useless as I am.
No, we'll sell her as well as
sell
you.
her as well as you. You'll come as like a package deal, like a 2-for-1 offer.
But that'd be throwing her back on the ship she came from, mate. Like, she ain't worth nothing.
Okay, anyway.
Oh no! Oh dear.
We're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the question again?
In answer to your question, would you sell either Dom or Ant?
Tell me, for how long though? You want for forever? Forever?
Mate, yeah.
You couldn't do without me. You couldn't live without me.
No, I'll play drums. It's all right.
Oh, Dom, I could.
Oh, as if.
Dom, I'd live happy without you.
You've seen me do it.
Yeah, but you're all right. But leave the drumming to the professionals. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, all right. Ha ha.
I mean, by all accounts, you're a cracking guitar player. That's your job.
I feel like we started a bit of a domestic here.
Yeah, you have, mate. Yeah, it's kicking off.
Well, at least there's a police officer in here to protect us.
I'm not doing shit.
See if you become a police interceptor with a car, instead of a siren, you could just play your single out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What's it called? Disappear? Yeah, you're about to disappear behind bars, dickhead.
That's a good one. That's a good one. At least then, I could just get some extra promo out of it free of charge.
Just playing his solo instead of sirens.
Well, to be fair, it sounds the same.
Yeah, it does. Well, at the beginning it does. At the beginning of Disappear.
Yeah, it does.
It sounds like sirens. It sounds like police sirens.
So you've gone with Dom and Anthony to go on the black market?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, Dom and Anthony, you've got to fight out between you why you shouldn't be sold on the black market.
I'll let Ant go first.
Oh shit!
At least I'll put a case together.
I don't have anything, Dom. You got to answer this for me.
What do you mean? I'm a core piece of this band. I don't think I should be sold away. I am. I know I was the last in, but the impression that I've made so far, I think it's I've got to stay. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you're average at best.
What do you mean average? Above average, yeah.
Well, that's what you were. That's what you think, mate.
Just throw me on the next year from easy replaceable. Done. That's it.
Well, so have you just opted out?
I didn't want to stay anyway.
No, I'm good.
Oh shit! Anyway,
So I'm right. Doesn't matter. I've got nothing to give anyway. Right?
Oh, fucking hell.
What have you done, Gary? What have you done?
And sacrificed himself. So that's the answer, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Anne.
Well, if you're looking for another bassist, Gary plays bass.
Oh, sweet. Welcome to the boat, Gary.
He says I play bass, I stand there and just go bing. That's all I do.
That's all Anne does anyway.
That's all right. Pipe down.
I own a bass, I just don't necessarily play it well.
You don't have the charisma to be a bassist.
Nah.
to be fair, Ant comes in with some banging bass lines for some songs, doesn't he?
Yeah, if we're being truthful, he's written about half the songs. So
he does do his keep. Do you know what I mean? I mean, we've got a song coming up soon called Righteous Liar, and he pretty much come up with a bass line that kind of formed the whole song. So credit where credit's due, I guess.
Yeah, you wrote one good song.
Oi! No.
Oh god.
So I think that's a unanimous vote that Anthony's just been sold under the bus.
Definitely.
Yeah.
To be fair, and does more in the band than I do. So I mean,
no, he does.
He does, but everyone loves me, so I've got to stay, I guess. So
I'm about to be sold off by a load of ugly Russians.
I'm
Cheers,
just being a
Dom.
dick. I'm sorry.
Oh,
No, that's all good.
God.
That's all good.
So swiftly moving on from the black market.
Yeah.
That one seems to get a lot of notoriety there. That's a brilliant question. Well, I'm going to keep things music related, and it's more so for everybody. What equipment do you currently use for your band, and why? And what would be your dream endorsement?
I could go around the table again, I guess.
Yeah.
What, me?
Yeah.
Gabby's just like, I don't need anything, I just sing.
Turn up from bloody marvellous. No, I use anything by Shaw, to be honest.
Are you sure?
I'm definitely sure. I'm not really picky, to be fair. But yeah, that's about it. I don't really have anything else. I have a PA system that's not really interesting. Yeah, you're waiting for the guitars and bass, to be fair, so you might as well just go, Max.
Right, okay. Well, my amps of choice at the minute is orange. Used to be Marshall, but I've gone with orange because I prefer the sort of the growl. It's got a lot of grunt. It's got a lot of growl.
It puts a lot of balls behind your guitar, and it's good. Like
There is a lot of balls. If you want
Yeah.
the balls,
It's a lot of balls. A lot of balls in this band.
And as far as sort of different effects go, I don't really use any. I've always been very much straight into the amp. Well, obviously, with the exception of a tuner, I don't really use any pedals. I'm just nice and simple, plug and play.
I like that. I wish I'd learned that.
Well, that's the thing. That's the way when I first started playing. That's what I always did. I always went straight into amps. I didn't really use any different sort of modulation. I didn't use any delays. The only sort of effect I've used sort of in the past year, simply because I haven't used it on any records, it's simply because I just kind of like the sound, is a chorus. But even then, I don't use that much. And yeah, straight into the amp. There's less stuff that can go wrong. And you just get the natural sound of the amplifier and the sound of the guitar that you're using. There's not a lot that can get in the way of it if you do that, and I prefer it. It's just a lot more organic.
I suppose it just depends on like your studio as well. I mean, when I was playing guitar in a band, this is going back years ago. Every studio we turned up to had different equipment, and I would turn up with the same thing, but it would never sound the same. So I get used to the same. You just plug in and play. You know, get the best that I can out of the current.
What you got?
But since then, I sold everything. I just went completely digital. I just couldn't be arsed having all the constant inconsistency, shall we say. At least my rig, if I ever do decide to gig again, it's going to be a full laptop and interface and hope for the best.
Yeah, to be fair, I mean, one thing that I've been looking at is sort of floor monitors and things like that, and multi effects. They seem to be really sort of taking over the market at the minute.
Yeah, I've actually seen quite a few different things coming up, like not things that I would necessarily purchase just now, but I have seen a lot of bands that, you know, coming up in our schedule that have been kind of updating to these things. You know, a lot of people aren't using in-ears as such anymore. They're all going for different things. In my opinion, you can't get a good set of in-ears. Mines are sitting.
That's the thing. 'Cause we've been. I mean, I know me and Ant have been speaking about in-ears to go. You know, whether we do in-ear monitors down the road or we do proper just like blaring monitors, because I mean, from the gigs that we've done so far, it's all been monitors. But I mean, we've played some gigs where I literally just can't hear myself. So it's literally like different venues to kind of how you're trying to hear the rest of the band, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
in my opinion, with that, your in-ears will never fail you. And I've used the same set for, when I say the same brand, I've used the same brand since I bought them like years and years ago. So
yeah,
I suppose it's just different strokes for different folks. Whatever works best for you. I mean, I have played in bands that they don't use in-ears. It's all just stick a speaker in front of you and
I was just just loads of floor monitors and stuff, just so like, because we're such a loud band. I had to buy such a big PA system because like I can't hear this, they can't hear that. So I bought loads of floor monitors, a massive PA, and it's just like, right, hopefully this will blast you back because you're all like blasting forward. But it's I guess it's trial and error, isn't it? But you guys are bloody loud.
Yeah.
What about Ant's equipment?
Oh, right. So I use a orange 1x15 Obi-Wan 300 cab with an overdrive, and a POG, a tuner, and a suppressor. That's all I use. So
again, simple.
Yeah.
And even then, your amp does most of the work, doesn't it?
Exactly. The amp's got built-in distortion, so I sort of crank that up, and then the overdrive to sort of bring the lower end back in.
Just using the clean boost.
Yeah, and it's pretty much just the booster. So, and then I use the POG sort of to act sort of like a rhythm guitar to sort of, you know, when Max is during mid solo or whatever, I sort of put it on, and it's just there to sort of fill in the gaps. But other than that, I mainly just use an overdrive and whatever comes out the amp. Really. So.
And what's your choice of bass?
Oh, choice of bass.
Yep.
So you're a short scale guy, aren't you?
I'd probably go for a Rickenbacker just because they got balls behind them. I've always liked them. I like the style. I like the look, but they're just so damn expensive.
Yep, they are.
Yeah, but I would like one simply because of Lemmy used one, and it's just they sound so good, clean. Even clean, they sound really, really heavy and distorted, and I just like them. So
There's just
I think
there's just a sense of class behind it.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty much what you would consider the Rolls Royce of instruments, really.
Of the
Especially,
guitar world, exactly. I'd say Rickenbacker's probably a lot better than the Gibsons
definitely.
these days. So I'll probably go Rickenbacker.
Yeah, no, I can get behind that. And sorry, going back, what was the choice of guitar?
For
My
Matt,
choice of guitar.
Yeah.
That kind of varies because I've been sort of going through a bit of a crisis at the minute. I've been looking at different things because I'm very much into simplicity. I don't like bells. I don't like a lot of bells and whistles on things. It's one of the reasons I'm not really into Gibsons. Fender, I really like because they're very much function over form. It's why I like the Telecaster so much. It's a slab of wood with a neck bolted to it, and I love it. That's what it is. It's that. I love the simplicity. I haven't had a chance to play mine yet because I've been building a parts caster.
Nice.
I'm gonna. It's so near completion, but when that's done, I'll start gigging that. But my guitar I'm using at the minute is a PRS. I'm using a PRS single cut.
PRS, yeah.
Yeah, because it's the player. I bought that off my mate as well, and the playability on it is excellent. So I've just been using that. It's never done me wrong.
I do like the look of the PRS customs. I mean, years ago it was kind of one of my dream guitars, and it was one of my friends had one. I got to play it. Personally, for me, I just felt, I mean, I liked it. Don't get me wrong. It was just more that I grudged the price at the time. But they brought out the was it the Santana? I think it was.
Oh yeah, the salmon pink one.
Yeah, they had that. They had the white one, and then it was one with P90s pickups or whatever. And you're just like, I mean, ended up I had one as a loan type thing, and it didn't end up getting used, you know. And I've got all of them lined up, and I'm like yourself. I prefer like I don't like a lot of bells and whistles, and I've just had one rebuilt with one pickup and a kill switch. That's all I need. You know.
Yeah, that's a similar thing to what I'm going with the parts caster that I'm building. I'm doing one pickup, one volume. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I've got. One pickup, one volume, and a kill switch. Just more so for recording stuff. I'm doing a lot of like quick shut off and re-record things. It's function over form, as you said. I can't fault it. It's brilliant. A good system.
It just does the job. It does what you need it to do, right?
Exactly. You know, I mean, although I have got guitars that are active and I've got guitars that have got all sorts of different shit, doesn't get used.
I suppose. And Dom, tell us about your drums.
My drums. Okay, so I've got a Gretsch drum kit and Zildjian cymbals. That's the two at the minute. I've got 6 different cymbals on my kit at the minute, and I've got a 5-piece drum set with double bass pedals that I've only just added. So that's a new thing recently. So I mean, like the double bass that's kind of coming into the songs now, that's only a new thing because I've literally only just bought a double bass pedal. So yeah, Zildjian cymbals all the way. Yeah, I mean, I've had it for a couple of years now, and don't see why I need to change it at all.
What sticks do you use?
Pardon, mate?
What sticks is it you use?
Oh, Vic Firth. Yeah, either 7A or 5A. So like either the thinner ones or the thicker ones, but nothing too junky. That's not for me. But yeah, Remo heads.
You find a lot of imbalance with thicker sticks as well.
Yeah,
like, you know, the chunkier ones at least. Well,
yeah,
I did anyway.
Well, yeah, because if I'm practicing at home, I mean, I've got my sister that lives upstairs, and it's we, it is loud. It's a drum kit. Do you know what I mean? So, I try and play as light as possible. So, but when we're in the practice rooms, I like thicken them up, give it, a bit more of a go into. But as I say, it's does the job. I am a massive cymbal slag, so literally just all the cymbals all the time. I always want to buy another cymbal.
You can never have
it's
enough.
a problem. It's a problem of mine.
You can never have enough cymbals.
No, you can't, exactly. And it's probably gone from like having 3 cymbals to having 6. But as I say, I'm just holding my breath until the day that I get a Zildjian endorsement, and I can just be like, "Yeah, I want 5 more." And just and maybe a couple more.
You'll be one of the guys with a drum rack, and there's no toms or anything. It's just all fucking cymbals.
I've got my drum rack. I've got my cymbals coming off it. It's a proper contraption. Looks like a bit of scaffolding, but it does the job.
Brilliant. Yeah, that's quite. I mean, I can see the kind of the equipment that you guys have went for. I mean, I can agree with the orange things. They're simple. They are what they say on the tin. They're excellent. Guitar choices, I'd probably get behind as well. The Fender situation. I mean, likewise,
I use short scale basses too. I didn't clarify that, but I do prefer the short scale basses simply because
you can reach.
You can reach and you can be fast. But I do like to switch it up now and then with long scales. So I do have like an Epiphone T-Bird as well, and I have my own custom Fender that I am planning on using eventually. But I do prefer a short scale simply because they got balls, and I just prefer them.
See, I had a what is it? A Squire. It was a Squire Jag, I think it was, a bass. It was short scale, and I'm sitting there, and because it was short scale, I'm thinking, oh, I'm playing guitar. Where's the other 2 strings? And then it takes a while to kind of transition because I've always played kind of longer scale. But I can see what I mean. They are fantastic instruments. I can't speak today. Instruments. But yeah, I suppose it just depends on what you're after. If you're touring or moving about a lot, short scale would probably be better, but they're decent bits of kit.
Only the best for PRYMA. Top notch.
So, if you could have any artist in the world collaborate with you on a song, who would you choose?
Oh, mate. Let's go around the room again, shall we, Gab?
Oh, God.
This can be dead or alive, I would say.
I was going to say, so obviously it would be Freddie Mercury. Everyone knows that. I would, that'd be amazing to sort of do a collaboration with the Queen or Freddie.
Whether we'd all do it or not, it's a different.
No, you know what I'm saying. But anyone alive, I think that Hayley Williams from Paramore. It's a massive jump there, but I think she has a great voice. Amy Lee, Evanescence, brilliant voice. The fella from Clutch, I don't know his name.
Oh, Neil Fallon.
Absolutely brilliant vocalist. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, it's round them off, and go for it.
For me, I guess, there's so many great, I'm speaking from a guitar playing standpoint. For me, in terms of guitar players, there's so many great players, especially the ones that I've grown up listening to. Obviously, for the sake of including them, I'm going to say people like Angus Young, Tony Iommi and Zach Wilde, and for people like that. But also one that's been sticking out to me recently is Steve Stevens. I love Steve Stevens playing. I think he's so underrated. And I'm very, very much, I'd be happy if I could do a collaboration with Steve Stevens.
Yeah.
That'd be excellent. I'd be a happy bunny if I could do that.
Sounds like a decent mix, really, there.
I'd say artist for me, I'm going to go with two. So Dead, Chris Cornell, simply because it's Chris Cornell and he's fucking awesome. And I'd probably say Lizzie Hale as the Alive, simply because her voice is phenomenal and it gives me goosebumps.
It gets me hard. Sorry.
That's my choices.
I blame you.
Right, so mine Alive would be Dave Grohl because he is a legend. As
Could have
everyone
guessed
knows.
that one.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? When he could literally play any instrument in the band. So if I wanted to play drums with Dave Grohl in the band, I'd be like, Dave, chuck on another guitar. We'd make a song like that. That'd be amazing. Or Dead would be Keith Moon, and we could have two drum kits on stage at the same time, and then we work that out, and then it come to a drum solo, and it would just be mental.
Oh, what about Dom? What about a drum?
No, you couldn't drum off with Keith Moon because I'd make myself look silly. Do you know what I mean? So it would be a collaboration, like it would be going back and forth, but he would win every day. But yeah, Keith Moon and Dave Grohl.
Good choices in there.
Yeah, I'll stick to him.
I want James Blunt's voice as well, actually.
Oh, I love James Blunt.
No, it's a bit on the depressing side, but love his voice.
He's great as well.
Oh, he is. He's great.
You're beautiful.
It's true.
Wow.
I've not heard of fucking James Blunt in years.
Honestly, brilliant.
Oh, it's just tune after tune.
Yeah, it is.
That's why music's fantastic. Different opinions.
Exactly. I mean, between the four of us in the band, you couldn't. We've literally got such a varied music kind of that we go between. So, as I say, like you're not going to get the same thing twice. There's so much different stuff that we kind of got working on, and it's none of it sounds the same. I mean, as a drummer, I won't put the same kind of beat or I won't copy from what we've already done. So every song that we've done has been like a different drum beat, and just making sure each song is unique. I think everyone does that in the band. I mean, I'm not a good guitarist or bass player, so I don't know what everyone else does in the band, but everything that we do is pretty unique. It's good.
That's what you want.
Yeah, exactly.
What is the most useless talent that you have?
Well, I think because he's singing.
I'd probably say my sheep. I can do like an amazing sort of sheep goat voice.
She does. It's amazing.
Do it. Do it. Are you sure you're not Welsh? Wow.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's quite good, isn't it?
You sure?
That's great.
Yeah, Max's is like turning up to band practice. He's not very good at that.
Yeah, no, I don't do much. I just turn up, be amazing, and then go home again. That's all there is to it, really.
Day in the life of Max Raven. It's just perfect.
Turn up, play a few solos, go home. That's it.
Yeah.
No, my useless talent. I don't know really. There's a lot of them. I'm really good at remembering things that people have said from like years and years ago, from like just sort of random conversations that we've had.
So you're a woman?
I was just going to go down the route of aren't all police officers like that?
No, it's weird because whenever I bring it up to people, it's like, do you not remember when you said this to me on this date, on this time of year? They go, no. I go, well, you said it because I remember it.
Like a dodgy girlfriend, isn't it? It remembers everything.
Remember nothing, and then you get into an argument. It's like, well, 3 years ago we were stroking that dog in the park at 4 minutes past 12, and you called me an absolute whore. Whoa, how do you remember this?
Bloody hell, I was like, I can't even remember what I had for dinner yesterday.
Yeah, you know.
I guess another thing, going back to memory, is that for some reason I can just retain some, like, a film. I really love films, just watching films, but for some reason I can just retain film lines and just they stay in there forever. For no reason. It doesn't happen with anything else. It'd be really handy if it could happen with, say, information.
Guitar play.
Yeah. Really
remembering. It'd do me a favour as well.
I can move like a single eyelid by itself, but I guess I can't really prove that on a podcast.
Well, unless you hold it really close to your face.
No, but if you do it in the group chat now, everyone can say that it actually happened.
Okay, right, you ready?
Yeah. Where's the other eye?
Wait, what do you mean? No, yeah.
We need to see both eyes.
Okay.
Hold on, I need to put this in the spotlight.
Are you ready? You got to focus on this eye.
Yeah.
Oh, it's weird.
Oh my god.
That's some voodoo shit.
You're cursed.
Apart from that, I'm just bloody gorgeous.
Well, that's the useless talent, is it?
What, my turn?
Yeah, go on. What's your one?
Whose turn is it? Well, my thing is to make really weird noises with my mouth.
Oh, she's a squirter.
Oh, wow. Golly.
God, Dom, what's yours?
Mine.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should really mention this, but I just roll like really good joints. I mean, it's not really good for anyone else, but it's just really good for me.
I wouldn't say that is useless.
I wouldn't say it's useless.
No, but it doesn't do anyone else any favors, but you know, it's true.
Yeah.
I've just noticed someone's changed their name to Jimmy Savile in the chat. I don't know if I feel comfortable with this.
What do you mean?
Someone's changed their name to Jimmy Savile.
You know,
I'll have you know that Uncle Jimmy was a really loving man.
The good participants.
I've only just noticed that as well.
I can't. Oh yeah.
By the way. That was this one's idea.
Yeah, special responsibility. Yeah.
I don't know why people slated me. Told me how to milk a cow in dark. It was great.
Got a proper blindfold.
Oh no.
Have you guys seen the TikTok? I don't know if you use TikTok, but there's a TikTok of people talking with their mouth closed, but it sounds like somebody's trapped in their mouth.
Yes, I've seen this.
Yeah, Katie can do it. I'll let her come in.
Let's see. And again.
Fuck's sake.
Well, we found our new vocalist.
Yeah, you know.
Oh my god, let it out.
Please let it out.
Please let it out. It's Uncle Jimmy for you.
How does that happen? How do you
Don't try it, mate.
I can't even do it, so I don't know how the fuck she can do it.
That was alright with it.
Oh my god. Yeah, that just sounds like you're munching on bowls.
So, have you got any unusual skills, Cam?
Katie's just done mine, so that's no. I can drink and suddenly be fucked within one sip, so I'm all right.
Good lad.
Fair play.
A useless talent. What's my useless talent? You know me better than I know me.
Breathing.
Breathing, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Katie says probably farting on command, but I'm not doing that in here. Fuck that.
I can burp on command. I can burp.
Oh,
Can
yeah,
you,
yeah.
if you, yeah, that's an actual. That's probably my useless skill actually. If joints isn't a good one, burping is.
Right.
Go on then.
Oh, what are you waiting for?
Yeah, yeah. There you go. Now you do it.
I have to like.
It's too much pressure.
How the hell do you do that?
Done it. You have to like get the demons in and release them.
Right, okay. I don't have any demons.
Well, your shelf's empty.
Odd flex, but okay.
I haven't got any demons. Lucky you.
See, I feel quite disgusted by mine now.
I was about to say now what's yours, and I was getting ready to spotlight you for it. Just
It's I can swallow food and then regurgitate it like 5 minutes later.
oh.
Really?
That's disgusting.
And trust me, if you saw from below this bit of the camera, I am definitely not. Believe me.
I don't believe you.
Yeah. How do you think I feed Cameron?
That's how I feed Ant. All the dregs from the beer from the night before.
Oh,
He laps it up.
I'll take a sick over burnt pizza any day, mate. Love it.
Sounds like the mess Gary made after his 3 litres of cider at download in 18.
Oh, Ant left a mess at download, didn't you?
Yeah, I was 19 though. I went to 18. Nothing happened because it's my first like festival, and then 19, I just got really, really stoned and really, really drunk and just white-eyed, and I was just paralysed pretty much. Couldn't do anything. I was fucked. It hurt to raise my head. I was
You
throwing
missed
up
the
all
whole
the
day.
time.
You missed the whole day at download.
Were you like asleep for like something like 12 hours?
Pretty much, I was done. Like I was out.
Done for.
Jesus.
Sounds like me at download 19. I lost a full day.
Yeah, but isn't that because someone date raped you?
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't think I haven't said that story, but yeah, pretty much happened.
Oh dear.
Woke up on the Thursday in medical tent, half naked. I went in with a jumper, came out without my jumper and my stretchers and my ears. Got back to camp, and
to be fair,
I went up to get my stuff, and I was like, "Yeah, can I get my stuff?" And they're like, "You never came in with it." And I thought, "No, I fucking did." Like, I mean, I didn't just walk about in my man tits hanging it, but yeah, that happened. Just stumbled back to my tent, and got the people I was camping with, and was like, right, who's got my stuff? And I had wooden plugs in my ears, and they weren't there. Somebody took them in my sleep.
Brilliant.
I mean, how disgusting is that, taking somebody else's piercing?
I was about to say I've had some messy festival stories, but they haven't. It's no one else has done it. It's been my fault.
Oh,
Sorry.
well, I don't have the
Self-inflicted.
I don't have the pleasure of saying that was self-inflicted. I'm usually the sober one of the group.
Ends up in a bush.
Yep.
That's me.
Okay, no. Anyway, back on track. So, your new single, obviously got released yesterday. How did you go about writing it? Have you got any inspirations for it, or did it just come out of the blue?
Remember.
It was a while ago now, wasn't it?
It sort of just came from a noodle that I did in practice, and
I was going to say it was either you or me.
Yeah, and we sort of just formed a song around it, and sort of like towards the middle after the first solo, that bit where it's just bass only leading into a second, that's sort of improvised, and we sort of put that in sort of last minute, but we sort of made a structure out of just either me or Max noodling in practice. So I don't really think there's any inspiration behind it. Not that I know of any.
It happens, doesn't it?
Yeah,
you just get something from nothing. It builds up from something, and then boom.
I remember it
single.
being. I remember it. I remember
easy as that.
I think I remember it being the thing we came up with. Sort of the start of it. I remember being obviously quite upbeat because it is the riff is quite an upbeat one, isn't it? It's not.
Yeah. Hyper.
And then it's sort of then towards, as Ant was saying, towards the middle of the song, it sort of evolved into a weird upbeat rock number, then evolved into a sort of neoclassical crescendo in the middle of it, then goes back to being upbeat again. I think it's a really weird song. It is a weird ass song.
Yeah, it is.
But it's our weird ass song.
It is.
And we love it.
Yeah.
And we hope everyone else does.
Funny, I suppose, well, it's not necessarily a funny story, but a little story about the actual mix that we released. The second part of the solo, where I'm doing like a sort of more of a soulful, sort of bendy kind of thing. In the background, there was another bit of me playing like I don't know what you call it, sort of a arpeggiated neoclassical type thing. But that wasn't the way it was originally, because those two things were done as two different takes, and only one of them was in. And then the guy that mixed it put them both together with the sort of arpeggios in the background at a slightly lower volume. He was like, "No, that sounds better."
Fair play.
So as far as I knew, it was just going to be just the part. I'm terrible at explaining this, am I? The arpeggios weren't going to be in it.
Yeah.
It was just going to be the sort of soulful.
We didn't think it had that many layers.
No, yeah, that's what I was going to say. There was only one layer to that second part of the solo, and then obviously when we got the mix back, it was multi-layered, and we were all quite pleasantly surprised.
Intentional surprise. It worked out right.
Yeah, it worked out quite well.
We enjoy it.
Yeah.
So, to new listeners that have never listened to you before, how would you sell that single to them in 3 words?
Right. Firstly, I just started in, didn't I? I think you'd be like, right. Don't think of. I always say this to people when I show them our new music. I'm always like,
Gabby, she said 3 words.
Oh God, right, okay. Someone else take it.
Go on, Dom. You're usually good at this.
No, I haven't even thought of 3 words either. I was just taking the piss.
Words. Why not? Magical, random, powerful.
Get rid of magical, because that's a bit.
Magic roundabout.
Yeah.
So that's it now. I'm going with those.
Random, definitely, because there's the change that people aren't expecting. So random's definitely one. I suppose powerful could be one, because the multi-layered solo was pretty powerful when I heard it. If I do say so.
I got 3 straight off the bat. I got big, girthy, and thick.
We're still on about the single.
Yes.
That'll do.
That's exactly what it is.
It's either the single or my waistline.
Yeah, it's everything. That's the single in 3 words.
I didn't even listen to the question. I just went straight to I'm just going to describe everything. I don't listen properly.
Yeah, we know.
Not 30.
Yeah, so the way Dom put it, probably perfect.
What was that? Thick, girthy, and
big,
long?
big, girthy, big, girthy, and thick.
There you go.
It should be featured in Fast and Furious. Do you know what I mean? That's something Ant said a while ago. It's like If you
It
were,
could be
if you were
featured both
racing,
in Fast and Furious
racing,
and
you've
Royal
got-
Albert Hall.
yeah, it's
Like,
100 miles an
makes you
hour.
want to get a speeding ticket. That's all I'm saying. It makes you want to get a speeding ticket. You put it on, and just like get the fuck out of the way. Cars like, I want a mission. That's it.
I
It's
can
like
get behind that.
it's like Bohemian Rhapsody, but for people that are less cultured.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's your tagline.
I thought, I really don't know how to describe it. It's like, which is weird, isn't it?
It's weird can definitely be one of the words. Weird, girthy, powerful.
Gosh.
Yeah, there you go.
Gary, he just described you.
Well,
Big, girthy, and powerful.
I didn't want to say much, but
He knows it.
oh Jesus! So, with this release, then, have you got more releases ready to be done further down the line, or are you still working on projects?
We have got
we have
two. There's two more, isn't it?
two
more,
more.
yeah.
Yeah, we've got two more tracks that we're going to we are going to be releasing over the coming months.
Okay.
That's going to be very formal.
We've got material there. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a lyric video next Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next
Yeah,
Friday,
then-
5 p.m.
5 p.m.
6 p.m. Be there on our YouTube.
on YouTube.
So it's all tied into our social media. So go over there.
Yeah,
find it.
we're shooting a video in March.
We are.
We're not going to give too much of that away though.
For our next single, but
Yeah.
just know it's going to be amazing.
It just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, no, we
does.
just keep raising the bar.
We just try and keep bettering ourselves, and we do it tenfold each time.
And
We do a great job.
hopefully for the music video that we're going to be filming, when you all see it, hopefully it will be a little bit different.
Be
We
a
hope.
bit special.
It'll be a little bit sort of more outside the box. We hope.
Well, what we can do at the end of this as well, if you put into the chat a link to all your socials, we'll also put them on to the description and people know the easiest way to find you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah,
So-
honestly, sorry.
No, carry on, it's fine.
No, I was just saying our Facebook and Instagram are probably our most to go and catch us on, but we've got a Twitter now as well. So as I say, it'll all be under there because we'll put
nice
it in
one.
the description. So yeah.
Yeah, well, if you fire them over, we'll get them in the description and things like that.
So when it comes to your previous releases as well, including Masquerade, which is your favourite one to play as a band?
So does that include ones that we haven't released yet, or is it just the ones we've released?
Just the ones that have been released so far.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my personal favourite at the moment is Still Disappear.
Yeah. It's the
solo.
solo. Me and Max, we all kind of just lock in as a band for the solo for Disappear, and it's just perfect. Honestly, when we get it at the right time, right gig, we get it going. We all get together.
Yeah,
it's like me, Ant, and Dom all sort of give each other a look like, yeah.
Let's have it. Let's absolutely have it. So, honestly, this is why
we all give each other the eyes like,
let's go for this. Let's do this. Yeah, big time.
Let's do it.
I get that. Like our band's exactly the same. When it comes to breakdown in one of the songs, me and guitarists just look at each other and like, right, let's go.
Let's have it. Yeah, there's nothing better. That's literally the best. That's why we do it. When you get that feeling, it's just like, all right, let's do this. And it's like, oh, it's amazing.
Like, there's some amazing photos from gigs that we've done of the faces we've been making as well.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Between the lot of us, it's like a gurnal.
Yeah, so I think the best ones are definitely Ants,
Oh yeah.
The bass face, like nothing beats my bass face.
It's
The
proper
bass face is the best thing. And then you've
mine's
got like,
mine's expressionless. There's nothing behind my eyes. It's like a straight stare
Dead inside.
and a swinging jaw. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
You can feel free to send all these photos in, by the way, and we can put them on the podcast.
oh no, those are special photos that stay in the group chat. Those are exclusives. Maybe one day we can sign them off for a charity or something. But that's a long way down the road. They're not ready for public release yet. People aren't ready for them.
Is that mainly because Max is wanting to become a police officer and it'll just stop all his chances?
Max wouldn't have a chance.
yeah. I mean, there's some pretty special faces that are going on there.
Honestly, we find the picture and we all like screen grab them to the right, like literally to the face image. And if it's a good face, it's like, oh, have that, put that on the group chat. It's amazing. It's hilarious.
Me personally, I want to get to the point where I'm using all of those face photos as emojis.
Yeah. Screen grabs, like on Snapchat when you can like do it as a sticker.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be amazing. We should definitely do something like that.
I haven't pushed to be a react on Facebook.
Yeah. Oh my god, imagine that custom reacts. And it'd be like a different member of the band.
Custom react to Ant doing this.
Me like we should get on to Zuckerberg about that. That's a pretty good idea.
So one question we didn't ask you as well is, how old are you all?
We're all pretty similar in age. I mean, I'm 22.
I'm 24. Just turned 24 2 days ago. Go me.
I'm 22.
Yeah, you're 22. I turned 23 this month. I turned 23 on the 25th.
Fair play. So you're still very young, then, aren't you? A lot of years ahead of you.
Yeah, physically we're young, but mentally we're nah.
No.
No, physically,
Still 16 again.
Oh no, mentally I'm pretty sure I've got the mental age of a 70-year-old.
Are you that one then after gigs and it's like, let's go to bed? You're like, no, let's go back, put slippers on and have a bowl of soup.
I'm like, mate, no, let's get the tequilas in. You're not going home, mate.
Well, it depends.
Let's have a cup of tea. Like, no.
It depends. If the gig's gone really well, I'm with Dom. I'm like, let's get fucked, mate.
Let's have a go.
if I feel a bit iffy about it, I'm like, right, I'm gonna go home, have a shower, and go to bed.
But so far, so good.
So yeah, far I haven't had to do that.
Yeah. Well, he has showered at some point after the gig, but not immediately after. Yeah, I mean, we've all.
What was the question?
I can't remember.
I was just going like after our gigs though. I mean, we all have like a pretty good time after our gigs. Like,
yeah, we do.
We're not one of those bands that kind of like, say if we're playing support for a band, we're not the ones that are like, oh, we finished our set, we're just gonna go home now. We stay there, we have a drink, and we have a good time. We meet people that want to talk to us after gigs, and if anyone wants to say hi, we're always about to say hi. So
it's not worse is the when the first band just walks off and just disappears like end of day.
Yeah.
It's like you've got to support each other. It's like that, it's local music. It's support each other and be there. So
I think the trick to it is, especially that just goes for anyone as a general rule of thumb. But if you're in a band, especially, and you want people to sort of back you, and sort of if you want to gain new fans, the trick I've found is quite simply don't be an arsehole.
Yeah, of course.
Simple as that.
Because the thing is, you disappear, then the bands that you've played with will remember, like, well, they disappeared, they didn't support us, so fuck them. If we have all else in future, we don't want them.
Exactly. Yeah. Whereas if you stay behind, support the rest of the acts, have a drink with people and get chatting, and they're going to remember you as being the band that stayed and were really nice people.
Yeah, that was one thing. Yeah, on you go.
Sorry, go on. No, I was just saying the it was our second gig that we ever done. We did a battle of the bands. It was the first heat. It was the first heat of 5, but it was the Folkestone Battle of the Bands, and we were one of 4 to go and do it. And bearing in mind it was our second gig, we were all crapping ourselves a little bit. So we were like, oh my god, we're going up against bands that have kind of been together for quite a while now, and we like
the bands that were there were like seasoned.
They knew what they were doing. I mean, there was a reggae band, there was a pop punk band. It was different kind of music, but everyone was kind of still going for the win. But by the time, because we ended up going on third, the first 2 bands kind of come on, and they were really good bands. I mean, we come on third, did our set. Absolutely, I think we smashed it. We did a really great job in that. But we kind of come off, we kind of said hello to everyone. You know, we're talking to people, listened to the last band that come on. They were really good. And we were kind of just chilling out, talking to people until it kind of got to the end of the night where they were counting all the tickets in and or the votes. And they said that we were the winner of the first heat. You know, that was a pretty good moment for a lot of us, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, bearing in mind for our second gig.
I mean, for you 3, you were all cheering, and it's funny. There's a video of this somewhere.
There was a video. It was a Snapchat that got deleted by Snapchat.
Yeah,
which is very upsetting.
Really. Yeah,
very upsetting.
And
it was my fault. I didn't save it.
Yeah. And Dom and Gab in this video, which now doesn't exist, are all when they announced it, they're all going off. They're celebrating.
We're like, hey!
Honestly, I started going, yeah, let's have it. And then the singer from the next band comes straight out to me like, oh, well done, mate, shaking me out. And I was like, oh no, sorry, mate. Oh, well done, you did a great job.
But then, then after the camera sort of does and they all celebrate, it then pans to me. I'm on the other side of a pool table and I'm there with a confused expression on my face going, really? We won?
We won. We bloody won.
It's like, well, they liked our music.
It was a proud moment, it was, to be fair, because I think, like, we all worked so hard. And I mean, as Dom said earlier, I started the band Renegade before obviously PRYMA came in, and there's been members in and out, and no one's actually really wanted to stick and do it. And then when these guys came along, I thought, yeah, all right, give it 6 months, but they proved me wrong. But no, they worked so hard, and it was such a proud moment when we won that. I was a bit like, do you know what? The hard work did pay off, and we actually sound pretty decent. So,
well, even considering that it wasn't a perfect set either.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I mean, I messed up.
We made right at the start. We made to us, it was a really bloody, blinding, obvious mistake.
Yeah.
No, it was all right, mate.
We made a few mistakes in the set. It wasn't completely perfect,
but it was raw. It was what I liked about it. It was so raw, and it was just like.
Well, we handled it, though, didn't we?
Yeah.
The trick that we found: if you make a mistake, just carry on.
We just carried on. It was literally, and we were lucky because whether or not I instigated one of those muck-ups, who knows? Who knows? But we pulled it off, and that's all that matters.
No, that's the main thing. At least you got through it and you didn't collapse on yourself.
Exactly. We all did good and we won, so it doesn't matter.
Result. So, last few minutes then before we call this a day, we'll leave up to you guys and just promote, push, and whatever you want, and just get yourself out there with it.
Yeah, cheers, man.
Let's think of something.
Wait, what do you mean?
No, so like you guys, last few minutes here, just promote yourself, push what you want, and.
Oh wow! Okay.
There you go.
Should I just talk about the socials then?
You can.
Just do it. I feel weird.
I want to start off by saying massive thank you to the people who follow us. We appreciate it always.
And we love you.
We do. We do love you.
Thank you so much.
We love you a lot, actually.
Through obviously lockdown, I hope you're all keeping well. You can find us on our socials. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter.
Where are they gonna find us, Max?
Where
we at?
Remember
Where we at,
what?
Max? Where we
Sorry?
at?
Or
No,
Instagram and Facebook, couldn't we?
Oh yeah, of course we are. But so was it PRYMA?
At PRYMA Band UK, and then it's like PRYMA_band for like Facebook.
Yeah, this
PRYMA
is-
Band for you. Wait, is that what you are?
yeah, no, I am. Okay, so what is it? Okay, so
PRYMA_ your favorite Instagram.
yeah, that's it. PRYMA_UK Instagram. Definitely, you want to go and check there because anything that we're going to do is going to go straight on there. So, as I say, we're building the followers on the Instagram. So, if you want to go somewhere, go there because
For daily content, we always upload. So
daily
If you're
content.
going to go anywhere,
If you're going to go anywhere,
Instagram.
for someone that can't go anywhere, you want to go here. You want to go PRYMA_UK on Instagram.
On Instagram.
Thank you very much.
PRYMA Band UK on YouTube. We've got the lyric video out next Friday.
Yeah, lyric video is dropping next Friday at 5 p.m.
5-ish.
Stay tuned for that. Watch out for our music video that we're going to be filming next month.
Yeah. This is it. We've got a lot of things lined up.
That's for stay. For stay.
It
That's
is.
probably
The next single is called Stay, and we hope you stay to see it.
I hope you stay along to hear it because it's Dom's favourite. All right, so it is.
Bloody
good song.
It is a bloody good song. Should we describe it? Not completely, but
It's sexy.
it's slower.
No, but it's heavy. It's heavy.
It's
like,
heavy.
Can I give you a shake about? Do you know what I mean?
it's unique.
Heavy
I'll
song.
say it's unique. It's one of our unique songs.
It's it's quite a unique, very heavy song. Yeah.
It's like the sort of song you'd like eat a roast dinner to.
No, it's not. You'd eat jerk chicken, some spicy
Yeah, but the point is,
stuff.
like, everyone loves roast dinner. Everyone, it's a banging. When someone's like, "Oh my god, I've got a roast for you," you're like, "Right, here I am."
No, this is lasagna and garlic bread.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely garlic bread.
Spaghetti carbonara. We're talking top tier, right?
So, right, well, obviously, to cut you off from your pasta talk and your lasagna talk,
I can keep going.
I can imagine. But we've only got 1.5 minutes left.
Oh
Right.
god,
So,
ratatouille,
so-
fettuccine.
Well, thank you for having us on as well.
Thanks for coming on, and it's been a good laugh. To be fair, we'll have to get you on once you've got more releases out. We'll get you back on and have another talk about all sorts of shit.
Yeah, we appreciate the support from everyone and yourselves. So no, thanks for having us on here and chatting your ears off.
Big thank you to Tommy Rogers from Sleepless PR. He's been doing us some massive solid. Really appreciate the work that he's doing.
So yeah, as I say, for all the bands that are listening to this, Sleepless PR, we know the guy. He's top notch. He knows what he's doing. Do you know what I mean? He's got us to everyone. So
We'll look after you.
I mean, if you want an interview like we are now, go to Sleepless PR because he can do it for you. It's easy as that. It's easy as that.
So, right, fantastic. That has been, is it episode 5?
Episode 5, yeah.
Episode 5 with PRYMA, and go check them out. You'll enjoy what they do.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Cheers. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
Take it easy.